seasons mark the time as it comes and goes with the wind that blows. And after all the pieces fall, landing where they may, you never left or chose to throw them all away. An unknown future, broken past, like imperfect panes of glass, a window into
Misfit, I think I answered that question when you were in the stream yesterday. You might have left by then, but Too Long didn't watch. What I said was I can't think of anything in Sonic Battle that I would want to be different, except how dreadfully boring and terrible it is to grind for skill points and the requirements in battle to have to to acquire the extra skill points. The drops for and to just make a Merle in general, like, not so terrible to play at the start of the game. Like, not making him busted, but making him, like, less awful at the very beginning. I know that's kind of like the thematic point of Sonic Battle, like he's weak and then he gets stronger, but he is just dreadfully terrible to play, and grinding up for skill points and the requirements to get those skill points is just, it's abysmal. Other than that, I can't think of anything else in Sonic Battle I would want changed. I don't think that's a good idea, personally. Maybe more like a basic, it doesn't fit with the way Sonic Battle is. So maybe something like a basic RPG-like system where he has a traditional level up. I think that'd probably be more fitting with the battles you get into. Maybe do the challenges or like rival fights, maybe, to unlock like extra moves or something like that, or to get extra skill points. But like make like Emerald's like default, like he has a traditional level up like you would in RPG. For unlocking moves? No, absolutely not. I wouldn't change how you unlock the moves in the slightest. I think having the moves being locked, but like for challenges, I think would be, personally for me, terrible. I don't think it fits with how like Sonic Battle is. Well, I guess it depends on how you do the challenges. Like, I wouldn't do it as a challenge board. I think I would do it as like maybe rival fights or like re-fighting characters you've done before. Without actually seeing the system, it's hard to judge it. I just know, like, hearing challenge board and Sonic Battle, that doesn't sit with me. Challenge would be like play against Sonic Shadow, for example, or land 5 aerial attacks. No. Definitely not then. Because I know for me, as a player, personally, like, if you were to give me challenges to do that, to unlock extra unlocking moves, I simply wouldn't do it. Like, I can tell you with 100% certainty, I would never touch it. I would put the game down and quit. Get them by somebody playing the game, so it won't be that bad. If I can get them simply by playing the game, then okay. But if there's something like like you said, land 5 aerial attacks, I can tell you right now, I would never do it. It's like in, what's a good way? So I'm playing Assassin's Creed, Black Flag right now. And there's a bunch of admittedly cool things that I could get by going off the beaten path. But because the game is requiring me to like do other things like in ship combat and things like that to get these things, I simply don't bother with it because I hate the ship combat. So if any of the challenges are like tedious or things that like I really don't do in the game and don't enjoy doing, then I simply won't do them. And me as a player, like whenever things like that come up, like I actively ignore them. I guess I'm also used to just ordinary RPGs as well, to where I level up and I get the stuff. Like, and if I want to do extra things on my own because I enjoy doing them as well, like I'll do side quests all day long because I enjoy doing like the stories and stuff like that. And I enjoy learning about the characters. And then I usually get some special award for that character at the end of the RPG. Or at the end of their quest line. And that's because, you know, I'm not doing anything extra, really. I'm not doing anything that I'm not already enjoying doing in the game. But I don't know. As a player, like if it's challenges and it's things that I don't enjoy doing, then I simply don't bother with it. Also add moves to characters and rebalance the cast because the roster really needs balance because Cream and Cheese were super OP. And I think that's fine. I don't know. For me, I personally think that's just perfectly fine. What's up? How's it going? I don't know. I guess for me, I'm fine with characters being OP in the game. I guess mostly because it's a single player game, and I've never fooled with like really anything online for that matter. It's like I didn't play Sonic Battle with my friends. So for me as a player, Cream and Cheese being OP, that just made the game fun. Like I didn't care in the slightest. I think that's all those. Online multiplayer. That's cool to add online multiplayer. I'm sure there are people who find the online multiplayer fun. I don't. No, OP characters can suck if you're playing them online. But I'm a single player gamer. I don't give a fuck about multiplayer and online. So if you're asking for anything about balancing in... You're asking anything about balancing and about online play or anything like that, I don't care. I don't play multiplayer games. I'm a terrible person to ask about that. Okay, so I got that one done. The cloaks are done. Okay, I only got a few more characters left I gotta do. Actually, I don't really need that many. It's going to be official release. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Oh, John sprite sheets? Probably not. I could almost guarantee it. I don't know why people would want those old sheets. V3 I get, but... V3 I can get, but the other ones, I don't really see a point in releasing those. I don't think anyone would care about, like, V2 John. Or the young one. Oh, now to figure out what freaking poses of... I don't really need that many poses of Mephiles. Actually, I think... I'm pretty much done with Mephiles in terms of the episode. They don't show... I think they've already shown up as much as they would like, so... I'll also change the event matches thing by making it more like Melee, because how they did it sucks. I disagree. Or I may not understand what you mean. Event matches? Yeah, I probably don't know what you're talking about with that. Like I said, the only things I don't like in battle is grinding with a Merle. Like, outside of that, that like is literally my only complaint with battle. From a single player side of things. So for me, like any other change, for me personally, like any other changes to like the core formula of battle, outside of changing like how a Merle levels up, like I'm not gonna like. That's just me though. Okay, so I know I'm gonna need an idol for chaos. And I'm gonna need... And I'm going to need like the jump and fall for the one shot I have. You got challenge matches, which you unlocked after you beat the story, which forced you to play certain characters and matches and stuff. Other than that, it was mainly... Oh, if it was stuff after you beat the story, then I never bothered with it. I beat the story and that was it. I fooled with absolutely none of that after I beat the game. I would just replay the story again because that's all I cared about. Can't believe it. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Grouping your sprites? I wouldn't say it's important. I just think it's effective. I think it's a very useful thing to do. Because what I used to have to do was if I wanted to grab a sprite, I'd have to select it like that every time. If I didn't, you'd do something like that, or, you know, grab something and then have to drag it. I just think grouping is simple. That way I just click it. It acts like a symbol without it being an actual symbol. And I just think that's useful. Is it usable to make compiled FLAs? Well, that's what I'm doing right now, is I'm compiling characters so I don't have to animate them later. There's his walk. And so I'm just getting them together so that way I can go ahead and put them in their respective symbols. What I do though is I'll take like, so I keep, as you guys can like see, I keep like the attacks and certain specific moves in their own symbols, but just for random poses, I throw them all into a single graphic symbol so that way I can just grab them at will. It helps for me anyway, tidy things up a little bit. Okay, he's got the walk. I know I'm going to use this pose. I might edit this pose to make it more of like what it is and what he's supposed to be doing in the episode. I mean, to me it is grouping starts to make it easier to animate precisely. Well, it doesn't like do that. I wouldn't say animate precisely is the right way to phrase it. Let's see. I'll use this hand, why not? Oh, shit. Let's go ahead and duplicate this, that way I don't lose it somewhere. Now piss. Actually, maybe I could change this leg up a little bit. There we go. Now that looks like he's got his leg crossed. There we go. That looks stupid. I like it. See, that's what I do right there, is I just sit here and I make stupid shit like that for scenes. That's how I handle everything. Do I need anything else for Chaos? He's got the idol. He's got his jump. He's got some poses. Okay. Yeah, because Chaos doesn't do a whole lot in this episode, so... might add a few more poses just to add some variety to him, but I think that does the bulk of it right there. The big bulk of it. Oh, that's actually a pretty good sitting pose right there. Potato skins, put them in your butt, Vic. Oh, I need to do his shocked pose as well. I do need that. His slurprise pose. Oh, Vic, I meant to ask, have you looked any more at that scene that I had sent you to finish up? Ew. There we go, it's fixed now. Where is his scared pose? Looked at for a while, kind of turning through Act 4, then almost hit a roadblock. Okay. Oh, there it is. Perfect. Some lavender colored ultras. Oh, okay. Well, I think the only thing that scene needs, Vic, is just like a quick once over. I think that's all it needs. All right. Okay, looking at a bit. All right. Does this chaos not have an actual proper jump? He's got the fall. Interesting. Okay. Here's a trick too. So I'm putting this movie clip of chaos in the fall as a loop. So I mean, well, I mean, it's going to loop because it's a movie clip. So what's going to happen is when I set this thing to inevitably be a play once on the timeline, it's just going to loop this last frame over and over again, which is just going to be chaos and this fall pose. Doesn't chaos have a second frame for that fall pose, or is it just the one frame on the sheet? It's got a second frame. See? Vic, see what I just did? Was I put the 2 frames in a loop right here. And that's, I put that at the as the last, that movie clip as the last frame in the fall. Yeah, I do that, Vic. You know, for things that just loop at the end of something, so I don't have to worry about swapping the sprite mid-tween or something like that. Like, I just don't see any point in, you know, making a blank or adding a new keyframe when I can just throw that symbol that's going to loop. After an action? Yeah. I haven't done it with a character going into their idle after an action before. How does that work? Like, do you just put some frames that transition the attack into the, or the action that the character does? Do you like how's that work? I do a lot of nested scenes though, honestly, where I just go ahead and pre-make an action, like a character, like Chaos here. I'll do like him assemble of him going like straight up and then falling back down. And I'll just make that a symbol. And then I'll just tween it to the left or right, depending on where he needs to go. So that way it looks like it's in an arc instead of just straight up and down. Adding frames to transition to the idle, but it's the same thing where I have the idle be a movie clip inside the graphic symbol. Ah. Okay. Oh, you put the idle at the end of something like a land. All right. See, my head was thinking of, when you said action, my head was thinking of like attacks. Well, I guess at the end of an attack, since you don't know what you're going to do after a specific one, it's probably just easier to just have those be the straight action and attack itself, and then you can just transition it on the timeline. Did I tell you that like I put all of the poses of a character that's not a specific action into a graphic symbol? So that way I can just cycle through that one graphic symbol for all of my poses instead of having to throw multiple different symbols on the timeline. Yeah. It helps when I'm transitioning between poses, I'll be honest, Vic, because it makes the tweens a lot easier, I feel like, when I'm doing it that way. So like all of these right here are going to be in one symbol. I also try to section them off so where I keep like stands together, I keep like crouches together, and then like miscellaneous shit like at the end. Like there is a method to me organizing them. Like, I try to have similar poses. That's why I started to have characters like all face the same direction for every single symbol I have them for. It also, I feel like, doesn't clutter up my library as well. And I have less symbols I have to scroll through to find what I'm looking for. I don't know. I find it easier to just go into the movie clip and be able to source through all the keyframes to find what I'm looking for. Of course, if I had frame picker like I did in animate CC, that would make it even easier, because then I wouldn't have to even do anything. I could just go to the frame picker and be like, boom. Someone made a frame picker for Flash 8, didn't they? I want to say someone made a frame picker for Flash 8. Don't quote me on that, but I think I saw a third-party plugin for it. So I say, I wish someone did a frame picker for. I think someone did. I could be wrong. I could have just imagined it. Potentially. Also, Vic got me on this shit of making sure all these fucking things are pixel perfect. And I hate him for it. It's more work than I want to do. Because then after doing that, I figured pixel perfect doesn't necessarily mean pixel perfect. Because sometimes you'll zero it out and then it'll be a pixel over to the left or right more. And you're like, motherfuck, like that right there. See, it's 46 and 78. So I gotta press my keyboard like 4 times so it actually lines up with the pixels. I didn't do pixel perfect align. Well, not the way that you do it, Vic. The way that I did it before was I just made the pixels line up like that. I just made the pixels lined up like that. And then, but you do it based off of like the grid. Now I just kind of don't give a shit. I feel like having them not be perfect makes them oddly enough feel more alive when you're like moving them around. Like they don't feel as static. That's just how my philosophy about it has changed over time. Oh, he needs a pixel art. I'm gay and stupid. Do I want to use this? I'm already using it. Fuck it. I hate this pixel art so much. Fuck it. I'm doing it. Which is the most up-to-date one? More? I think more. I think DoD did have a better pixel art for Chaos. DoD used, had a hand-drawn one that Shade Falcon made, didn't he? And see, I don't want to use that one because I like having the pixel arts there. Which episode does Chaos appear in? I like how these say .mp4. 15 years ago? Why is it in Moon Runes? Oh, it's this song. Ew, that Zale sprite. Episode 4? Might be episode 4. Yep, there it is. I think this just uses... he came out the testicles. Yeah, so this one just uses... that one. So let's go to here. The only other episode Chaos appears in. Yeah, it's a hand-drawn. Or not hand-drawn, it's a pixel art drawn one. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what I'm going to do? Is the pixel art not on this sheet? That's Rouge. There it is. Is it on the other one? Am I just stupid? Cthulhu beam. I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this one more. That one just pisses me off. This one pisses me off. Chris had the right idea. He read my mind. Where's my faplet? I just start playing random songs. This is, yeah, not the playlist I was in. Huh. Interesting. No, we'll go with this. Alright. Where's a sprout? There's a sprout. Let's increase that size. That's what she said. I'll make a pill for that. Grab some food. Are you going to vor it through your urethra? I think they had some extra shadow at the bottom to like separate it out a bit more. I'll be content with that. There we go. No, that's not what I want to do. Stop. There we go. I'm content with that. Add this one at the bottom. You're not really going to see it though, but I'll add it anyway. There we go. I'll add that little bit of it right there. We got to erase some of this. So it's gonna kind of follow this quill shape. There we go. And it's only one wide. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. Gotcha. Okay, so now let me grab the original pixel arts as well. That's something else I do. Is when you're making pixel arts, always reference the originals. It's a big point I always make to everyone is reference the originals. They can help out a lot. I grab Sanook as well. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get these done right. He's got these colors inverted, and I don't like that. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do here is oh, that's right, he makes it this gross green color, that's right. Might have to do another shade. Sonic's got 1, 2, 3, 4 shades. I might, I'm already going to need another shade for this. So, yeah, because this is going to be shadowed out mostly. Yeah, I think this is going to be mostly in darkness. This is the way the light's going to hit it. Go a little darker then. And if any of it comes out to be in light, then I'll add that in. This is going to be in shadow as well. Quite a lot of shadow, actually. This one's probably going to be completely dark. So let's see here. If I was going to do this, I'd make it like that. So yeah, that quill's like going to be mostly all in shadow. A little bit of highlight here. Shit. There we go. A little bit of shadow behind the ear. Now for the highlights. A little highlight there. No. Just do highlights here. go. Now we're going to add these pixels, which seem to be not randomly placed, but on corners. And then we got some intermittently put right here, also filled with these. There we go. Okay, okay. I might do... They do it with him here, and they do it here as well. I might add... He's missing some color here, honestly, so I might add some of that into here as well. Add a little bit of shadow to that. A little bit of shadow here, I think, as well. Yeah, it looks like Sonic's usually got like 1, 2, 3, 4 shades. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 shades on each. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 shades there, yeah. I could add a 5th shade to this, but I feel like that'd be breaking the rules of what Sonic Battle's got. I try to follow the rules that Sonic Battle seemingly establishes with their stuff. But I've only got 3 shades on. Well, I've got 4 shades on it now. I might break the lighting a little bit by adding some of this to it. Make it look like it's kind of got like an undershine to it. Which I don't think that's out of place for Sonic Battle. Because you see it here and you see it there. Kind of like an undershine to like add some definition. I might tone it down some. Come back. I might tone that down a little bit more actually. Instead, just have it on the top side. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. That looks more akin to what they do here. They keep it as like a single line. And then, yeah, they do that here too, where they keep it like a single line with intermitted little red. So I might just, yeah, have it be all this color on the edge. And then make it a single line with kind of these colors in between. I think that fits more with what Sonic Battle does. So that's what I'll continue to do right here. There we go. That quill's completely dark, so we'll do that here as well. Make it like that, actually. Add a little to it. There we go. That feels a bit empty, doesn't it? I might add some of this here. I know it doesn't really make sense, but I think it will help bring it all in together. There we go. Yeah, I think that helps bring it all together. All right. Time for the recoloring. And for that, I think I'm gonna cheat. Oh, the old PA on the left was a May? Okay. A bit more blue. Yeah. Yeah. Now I gotta just do a darker color. What's up, Calcite? Is that just leftover color right there? I think it is. Alright, so now we'll just give a little bit of right there. And then we'll simply What's up, Nirvana? So then we're going to make an in-between color of these two. Kind of blend it in. There we go. I might... Probably going to keep this. Honestly, I'm going to throw this over here in my redesigns thing. That way I don't lose this. This is going to be useful. I'm probably going to keep this, and I like that color scheme. I might make alterations to it, but for the most part, I like it. So... I might use that as the base color for this one. Make this match more with the original sprite now. There we go. I dig that. What about all of you? I think that looks old, new. I'm gonna add a little bit of shading to these eyes though, because they're actually, I put Sanook back over here. Yeah, they're desperately missing a little bit of shadow. I dig that. I dig that a lot. I like it. Alright, we're using it. I might tighten this up a little bit, though. Yeah, okay. Oh, I need that little bit of shadow right there. There we go. I dig it. Now I gotta go through all the episodes and change the PA to this one. Motherfuck! Why did y'all let me do this? Why did y'all twist my arm and make me do this? Now I gotta go through all the episodes that I've already rendered, find where Chaos talks, and then replace it with this PA. You guys are a bunch of sons of bitches. I fucking hate all of you. Chaos is done for the most part. Okay, that's Chaos. Itsu doesn't do a whole lot except kind of... I don't need Mephiles. Well, I need some poses of Mephiles, but Mephiles is already mostly animated, so he's done. Itsu just kind of stands around and doesn't do anything, so let's grab a few poses for him, I think. Maybe his idol. I'm fucking sad. Who did this shit? Who did this bullshit right here? I wish them a very merry fuck you. Idle. This can be a cool pose right here. I'm keeping it. What's up, Sleepy? I don't like that pose. Not much. Not a whole lot. Trying to get stuff done right now. I don't think I need anything else from I almost called him Zales. From Itsu. He doesn't do a lot this episode. Yeah, it's, well, not dark purple. He's like a, not quite pink, but not quite purple. He's yeah, that color. So I guess it is pink. Yeah, that's pink. But his super form... Ew! The dark purple is his super form. Vic, we need to use this in Random Flash. Have Zales fight with this. Where's that sheet? Oh, there it is. Save. There we go. I made this to where it's actually legible. Slightly more legible, not by much. Remake of Itsu's PA? No. No, that's staying. I remade this one just because I didn't like it. I'm keeping Itsu's strictly because it's iconic. It's classic. It's classic what Vic used to do of take the sprite and just enlarge the sprite and paste it onto there. Everyone did that shit back in the day. I didn't mean to open Steam. Stop. I can't remember if I showed everyone this or not. Y'all have probably seen it, though. Where is it? I haven't worked on this for a while. Where are they at? That's not it. No, that's not it either. Where is it? It's not in there. Oh, here it is. Behold. I redid this sprite. Or redid the colors on it anyway. But also... I have a classic version of it as well. Don't worry. I have it. I have it with the classic palette. Don't you worry. I couldn't forget the classic palette. I had to have it. But I also made my own modified colors. I think Vic might have used one of my palettes. I also have a Sonic X palette as well. So don't. That's got more skin color showing through. But, you know, I don't really like that sort of tinge to it. So I think Vic might have used it, though. Motherfuck, I didn't mean to open that. What's this? Oh, yeah. I also did a palette of it. That's like how he looks in Sonic X as well, when he's not fully powered up. I don't need Mephiles. I don't need Chaos anymore. And I don't need Itsu anymore. I need to get back to working on those sprites, but I also have sprites I need to work on for Vic that I'm being very lazy about. Cool. All I need Itsu's PA. Close it. Now I need to just do Vic, Silas, and John. Alright. What sprite am I using? And what sprite did I use in episode 5? I changed the sprite in episode 4, that's right, to the redux of the episode 4. I changed the sprite to the redux of the, where is he? I just fuck, there he is. Yeah, the redux of the 09. Okay. Where's the penis PA at? There it is. There's the penis PA. That's what the file's called, the penis PA. I don't think Vic... Yeah, Vic doesn't do any fighting in this, so I don't have to worry so much about his movements. Just walking, mostly. Oh shit, right. Backgrounds, duh. Hold on, I spotted that. Disgusting. Vic, how could you let this happen on this over a decade old sprite sheet? Have blank pixels that blend into the background. How could you? Actually, Vic, you want to know something funny that I noticed that I'd never noticed before? Here's something that I noticed that I didn't notice before until I started looking at the old Vic sheet again. Yeah, you were. You were working on this shit right here. This, dark blue. Just fucking click. My Explorer crashed. Anyway, Vic, you know something that I noticed while looking at some of your old sheets? The old Vic sheet in particular. Where is he? This sheet? Yeah. No. You can see... Where is it? No, it's not this one. Where is that sheet at? This one? think so. Yeah, yeah. Look, Vic, you can see like Sonic's ear and his quills poking through the back. And I think that's a consistent thing, like, throughout a lot of these old... Yeah, see, there's something right there poking out. That's like a consistent thing you notice I notice every now and again with the sprites. It's like I see pieces of Sonic, like, clip through. Which, it's weird that the blue is there, because this would have been edited off your old Hypersonic. So, it's weird that blue would have been there. Also weird, like, little pixels like that poking off. I hit Control F by mistake. My fucking meat. My moon meat became the sad meat. Some of these are also... Is that a different color? That's got to be just a slight shade dark. What the f... That's a different... What the fuck were you doing? What the fuck? Huh? That's a different color than this, which is a different color than that? What the fuck? Vic, what were you on? Oh, Vic, you would have had a heart attack at this on this thing. That's all I was trying to do right there. No, also would have been a smart idea. Just doing that. That also would have been a very smart thing to do. Yeah, I don't think Vic re-spaced out these sprites after he, like, made the larger quills on them. Did I do all those? I did. There we go. Flash lagged for a minute there. Let's see here. I don't think I need that pose, actually. I clicked off the thank you. I don't like that pose. I'm getting rid of that. Which price out? It's Advance. It's definitely not Genesis. Go. Let's see. Cancel that done. Let's see. No. They look nothing like Genesis sprites. I like how Vic just kind of turns and becomes massive. Go. Okay. All those for Vic are done. I actually don't even need that much for Silas as well. I think he walks into frame, has an idol, and then shows up walking at the end of the episode. So I think that should be all I need for him. That's the old one. Do this one. Then some poses. I'll go ahead and fix his eyes. Why not? Shit. Oh, that's going to be the same color as that. Okay, that's fine. I don't care that much about it. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? That's fine. Can't complain. Your baby? Okay. What's up, Spades? How's it going? How are you feeling, man? You surviving right now? Hold on up. That's good to hear. I have a question, Sean. Do you look back at your sprite sheets? How far you've come? Yeah, I actually had a post on DeviantArt and Twitter specifically about that. That's what I did. What you could. It may happen. Yep. That's true, man. That's true. Ever gotten any rid of sprite sheets or OCs? Gotten rid of? There's no sprite sheets I've ever intentionally gotten rid of. No. Now, there are sprite sheets I've lost due to, like, multiple things like hard drive corruptions and things like that. But, you know. Regrets? That's fair. That's very true. But no, I've never intentionally deleted a sprite sheet. If I've lost anything, it's been due to things with complications that I couldn't control. I've still got most everything. There are things that I don't have anymore. I wish I still had like FLAs, but just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, Spades had personal things that went on. I don't think I need any of these. I might need... Yeah, those two would probably be fine. Cool, so those are all done. I got some things. All right. See you later, Spades. Yeah, I posted the sheet. The new one? No. See my character any sprite animations? One. One or two. Like not counting Vic and Spades. I think I've seen my character in a series called Fire and Ice, as well as Unknown Chaos and Jake Brickmaster's series. Oh, did YouTube act stupid? Ended, has been temporarily blocked because, okay, it was the music. Alright. Cool. It was the music. Fantastic. So. Let's see. And for policy violations. Okay.